Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic and our Season of Mastery playthrough. We are rocking a cool new tabard today, I'm sure you have noticed. Wanted to say a big thank you and shout out to Gildan, who put together the guild and put together this awesome looking tabard. Interestingly, Gildan is a warlock, and these look like warlock colors to me, so maybe he had a little bias with the colors there, but I love the Cthulhu motif here. Kind of like a void meets fell kind of thing going on. But yeah, big thanks, man. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, we have a guild. And I will say that I'm interested to see how that goes. Should be good. We're in Booty Bay, and we have a couple of things to turn in.
Friend.
This was from the Northern Rebel camp. There's a mountain cave in Dry Whisker Gorge, far to the north in the Arathi Highlands. In that cave is a rare ore, bloodstone. The bloodstone in this cave is not the highest grade, but even low-quality bloodstone is valuable.
Keep it real.
Okay, that's something we could do whenever we're back in Arathi. I think I remember that. It's a cave full of kobolds, right? Alright, but we're not going to be doing that for a little while, it looks like.
Talk to me.
The Haunted Isle. Baron Revelgaz has had me keep an ear out for rumors of the strange and out of place in Booty Bay and Stranglethorn. I don't usually put much stock in ghost stories, but I heard some sailors in the tavern talking about a haunted island off the coast. Water elementals and a ravaging goblin ghost, they say.
Glad I could help.
Alright, I don't think I've ever done this one. Is this large landmass the island they're talking about? It doesn't give a direction, it just says off the coast. It is the largest landmass. There are all these other islands. It could be this island out here. This would be off the coast of Booty Bay, whereas these are just off the coast of whatever this gulf would be. Yeah, it doesn't give a direction or state what it is off the coast of, specifically.
I have work for once.
Maybe he'll have more information about it. Interesting, some time ago I seem to remember reading a book... once. That's a weird way to put it. You could either say, I remember once reading a book that suggested, or you could say, I seem to remember reading a book that suggested, but you wouldn't say, I seem to remember reading a book once that suggested. Just a weird way to put it. Of course, a troll legend it was. If what Krozak reports is true, perhaps I will soon be able to add the Stone of the Tides to my collection of ancient artifacts and relics. Yeah, I'm really picky about how I like sentences to be written, because since I read them, when I read them, and if they just don't flow right, I just kind of wish a little bit more editing could have been done. If there is indeed a goblin mage and water elementals haunting the island, it could mean the Stone of the Tides can be mine. I want you to locate this haunted island. Find out what's going on. Oh, and if you perhaps want to find out more about the Stone of the Tides, take this script to the Stormwind Library. They should be able to find you a copy of the book I first came across the legend in. Could it be that Gazban actually discovered the stone? I don't know. So that's a trip to Stormwind after all that? Yeah, I think we have to go to the Stormwind Library first to actually find it, although... Yeah, I guess that's our metric. Locate to the haunted island. I wonder if we just Googled it and we swam there, if that would qualify for finding it or not. Who knows? Alright, I just want to kind of take a look around and make sure that we've picked up most of the quest. What is your quest and why did I drop it? 5 Mistveil Giblets. I picked this up and then I dropped it. Oh, it's red. I think I just didn't want it filling up my quest log. So we're gonna actually do the same exact thing again and leave it. Come back to it when it's something that we can actually do. Yeah, I'm just looking around for any quests that I haven't grabbed. I'm not familiar with where they're all at.
Hey, how you doing?
Supply and demand, the finest leather crafter of the South Seas and the world old and new. That's what they call me, Drizzlick. The finest well, my leather goods are known far and wide as the most exquisite, a connoisseur's choice. I've just received an order from Director Riddlevox at the Tinker Union for a dozen of his favorite Excelsior line boots. Alright, what do we need? 2 large river crocolisk skins.
Keep it real.
I think we're gonna have a kill quest for crocolisk pretty soon as well. This is a cool little building that I don't think I've ever come inside of. Very neat. Captain Heckleberry here has a quest for us, but not yet. Apparently we are too low of a level. I have to say that historically I have never worn tabards, because I've always been a big fan of just seeing what my armor looked like. On this character, our armor is so scant and non-existent that the tabard actually helps. That could work. Alright, well, we don't really have a lot of things that we can do here in the southern part of Stranglethorn. That's kind of the big problem with the area, is that we have our flight point down here, but it's such a long run. It's actually a shorter run, I think, from Darkshire, if we're talking about getting up here to the Nessingwary expedition. But yeah, I'm going to make the run back to the north. I think we're going to work on the Bloodscalp Ears, Hostile Takeover, and maybe the Raptors, depending on if we could find them today or not. We've been having some trouble actually locating them. So I'm going to cut out some travel here and just get us back in the north. We're going to avoid the level 40 PvP flagged female Tauren over here. And pray that her aggro radius is not enormous. Doesn't seem to be. Alright, yeah, I'll get us north and I will see you guys there. Alright, we are back in the north and we are approaching the Venture Company base camp. Also, the Raptors are over here. And I remember when we were over here fighting panthers and tigers, I had thought that that's where the raptors were at, but then we didn't see any. And now I'm thinking we just didn't see any because they were all farmed out. Which you'd think I would have thought of at the time. We did a Nomergon run yesterday, but the only thing we got out of that, I say the only thing, but it's pretty amazing, is the one-hand axe. And we got this on like the second pull of the dungeon. And it was great because I was using a main hand axe, so I had the skill level necessary to just throw it on. But yeah, pretty huge upgrade for tanking. Looking forward to tanking armory with it tonight. And yeah, but that was it as far as gear drops went for us. There's more trash in Scarlet Monastery Library than there is really anything else. It's just a ton of trash. It was fun. We didn't have any quests, so it probably wasn't the most efficient use of time in the Season of Mastery, but I had a good time regardless, and we got the axe, so definitely worth it. Kind of getting the feeling that the drop rate on the tumbled crystals is not very good. Just a feeling I had. Let's go ahead and turn the health bars back off. I turn those on in dungeons so that I can see what's going on. Clearly what I really need is a floating health bar this morning above my own head, because I'm not watching my own health. Alright, that being said, let's make some changes to our action bar here, and let's bandage up. And I noticed we did get one crystal, so hey, it's progress. This shredder is not elite, but seems like it would tear us a new one with its many spinning, whirling implements. So we're going to avoid it. I bet the pilot pops out and either becomes an additional enemy you have to fight, or an enemy you have to fight after you've defeated it. And that would suck. The geologist can be found quite far from the base camp, so I'm trying not to go too deep into the camp, because then we're just going to have to deal with more adds when enemies run and things like that. And I feel like we're probably going to get sent deeper into the camp for something specific in a later quest, so... But trying to stay on the outskirts. That being said, right now I'm not seeing anybody out here. Here we go. Oh, someone on a mount. How good that must feel. We are not going to have our mount money. Excuse me, there's basically no way. I did just train our most recent skills at level 34, so we are basically all skilled up. I didn't take Slam. And maybe Mocking Blow I didn't take either. The ranks of Mocking Blow. But besides that, we're all skilled up. But we have 6 gold left, and we only have 6 levels until we are supposed to get our mount. It's not going to happen, guys. I'm going to spend some time around that level, probably farming enemies in the Badlands, and just selling the loot for gold. But yeah, that's gonna take time. So expect there to be episodes post level 40 where we are not mounted. That's just going to be the reality that we have to live with. And the faster leveling is great, but the faster leveling obviously doesn't really help you save up the money for your mount. Now, they did cut it in half, I think. I never got this totally confirmed, but somebody told me that they had halved the cost. So it's not going to be 100, it's going to be more around 50. A little bit more doable, but it's just not going to happen right at level 40, I don't think, for us. Unless we get like an awesome epic random drop or something that we can sell in the auction house for like a pretty price, like we're not gonna be ready. Oh, geologist, where are you? Yeah, I don't think there are going to be any all the way out here. So maybe we're going to have to go up onto this platform, this little oil rig that they have set up. I saw a couple of geologists up there. I also saw things like mechanics. Yeah, see, we don't need the lumberjacks, so I'm gonna leave those guys alone. And there are more mechanics up here than anything else. That's why I'm hesitant to go up there. Even to get to our geologist, I'm gonna have to fight 3 or 4 of the mechanics that we don't need. Because only the geologists are gonna drop the tumbled crystals. So now, unfortunately, we're waiting for respawns in an area whose respawn rate is tuned really low at the moment. Alright, some of the guys that we took on out here are apparently respawning. That's good. Not so good is the fact that we have some competition out here now. It's funny because I love seeing the game super active. It's one of the things that makes me excited to log in every day, is knowing that I'm actually going to see other people playing the game. But at the same time, it's also the thing that kind of makes me cringe during a difficult quest because, you know, we need these guys. And I play during a time of day that's like really underpopulated, I think. I usually play in the mornings, the early afternoon. Unless I'm doing a dungeon. Oh, hi there. Oh, well, we need you. The thing about it is, I don't know if we can kill you. We have potions. Well, we have a potion. A single potion. These guys are elites over here. I hope we get a quest to take on these ogre elites. That seems like it would be fun to do in a group. Yeah, I guess I don't mind if we slowly work on this. The more that we find by accident, the less that we'll have to search out later on. So there is that. I have to say, though, I mean, this drop quest, the drop rate for this quest, rather, might be one of the worst that we've seen. Some really nice crits there. Look at that, I'll just complain about it more, that'll fix it, right? Doesn't complaining fix everything? Wait, it doesn't? Seems to in WoW. I think it does it just to make me look stupid, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey, this never drops. It never drops. It's not dropping, and then it drops. Well, we have a geologist over here. Let's let the shredder pass first. And hope they don't start, like, hanging out together like it looks like they're doing. I wonder, even if I shoot the well, if I shoot the geologist, he's gonna cast. That's definitely gonna pull the shredder. Shredder's making a hard right-hand turn. I hope he paths all the way around and that he's not gonna do an about face anytime soon. Well, look at that, level 35. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. I think we were going back to grab our ranks in Impale, and then we're going to continue with Tactical Mastery. Although, thinking about tanking tonight, I'd almost rather have the... let's take the crit. Let's take the critical strike damage bonus. It's for all of our stances, so it'll still help us. And after that, we're going to go back and put some more points into Tactical Mastery. I still don't know about Polearm specialization. I don't think we need this. I think it's just another weapon type that we haven't even learned yet. Yeah, just like how bows is not up here because I haven't learned bows, polearms is not up here because we haven't learned polearms. We're not going to use a polearm, I don't think. I don't really want to go into any of these weapon specializations. That being said, we'll have to see where else our points can be better spent that can still get us down into Mortal Strike territory pretty soon. Well, not pretty soon, but at level 40. Now we've got a bunch of guys up. This is better. Drop rate still sucks. I'll say it again. I'll say it again just in case it makes a drop. The drop rate still sucks. But there are a lot more guys up. I need to stop neglecting these herbs. Even though I still have not gotten myself to Darnassus to learn our next recipes, I'm assuming we're going to need herbs. Like, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll need king's blood for something. We have a lot of king's blood. We have a lot of life root now. And we have some gold thorn and some swift thistle, but... yeah, if I want skill ups, I have to get myself out to Darnassus. It's just not... it's not something I think about. I need to write down a note and just remind myself to go out there. I try to take some time every day when I can't record, but I can play to do the traveling bits. And do some fetch questing and stuff like that. And I need to make a note for today to get myself out to Darnassus. I turned scrolling combat text back on for the dungeon yesterday. It's really helpful now because it's reminding me that I am being really stupid about my health. But I'm probably going to turn this back off for just the general questing. Unless you guys really like seeing the floating text. I like seeing it when I'm tanking so I can see how much I'm blocking and how much damage we're mitigating and stuff like that. It's also useful because it tells you when to hit overpower and revenge. It's... you know, people have weak auras for that now, but it's literally in the scrolling combat text. I'm going to heal, and then yeah, I'll turn this off for now. And then I just have to remember to turn it on when I do dungeons. Unless you guys come back with a resounding, hey, we really like the scrolling combat text, please leave it on. And then I'll turn it back on, but... for now... is it under display? Combat. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Just for when we're questing, I guess it could probably be a little bit immersion breaking just to see not only our damage swings, but just numbers scrolling on our character nonstop. Hello, troll. How are you, Zulaja? Good to meet you, my kind sir. Spits on the ground. Okay. I don't know. I think it's great that anyone would go out of their way to do that. Like, I'm just honored to be, like, having taken up that much time of your day to where you want to target me and do that. I guess he didn't target, right? You can't target slash spit, but he just spit on the ground. It's fine. He's Horde. We're Alliance. I have mutual respect for my enemies, but can't always expect them to be the same. Let's see. We only need a couple more. The drop rate is picked up, and I haven't even really been paying too much attention to it. I've probably been complaining about it the whole time, though. Seems like something I would do. I'm gonna go ahead and make these healing pots because honestly we need them. We need to get the next rank of the healing potion because we are no longer picking up a lot of bruiseweed or briarthorn. So I have to prioritize this, otherwise we are gonna have health pot issues. Could buy some off the auction house, but as you can see we are incredibly broke. Did I mention how broke we are? I do want to get over here for these herbs, but we are kind of surrounded by tigers. Let's try to be careful here. We could take them out, obviously. We just don't really need to. Well, now we need to. Now it's happening. That's the thing, is like I do need a ton of bristly whiskers to sell, so I guess if we have to fight something, cats are a decent thing to be fighting. Bristly whiskers is one of those things that I've always sold for my mount gold. Like from all the way back in original vanilla. And then there are coyotes or cats or something in the Badlands that drop like poofy tails, and those also sell for quite a bit. I say quite a bit, but you know, it's WoW Classic, so quite a bit comparatively to other things. I was kind of hoping that some of the guys back here would have respawned, but I think somebody just cleared them out. I see one up on the ridge, though. Let's avoid the shredder, expertly using the stump. And let's go for these guys up here. Maybe we'll get really lucky and he'll have our last one. Alright, that is in fact 8 out of 8. Tumbled crystals. I have a feeling this turns into Booty Bay. Yeah, return them to Kabak in Booty Bay. I think instead what I want to do first is I want to go get the raptors and kind of tie that up back at the Nessingwary expedition before I go all the way back down to Booty Bay, because I can always hurt the Stormwind and then just fly to Booty Bay. That way I don't have to run there and back up to the north to continue questing. I just have to run back to the north. That is going to be the plan, I think. I'm going to get us over into this area here and see if we can finally find some of these elusive Stranglethorn Raptors. Alright, let's come up here and take a look and see if today maybe we'll find some raptors. Here we go. Yeah, see, we should have been able to do these while we were doing the panthers and the cats. And I thought that had been the case, but then we didn't see any. I just kind of thought they weren't here, when the reality of it is we didn't see any because they had been killed by other players. Not seeing anybody up here on the plateau today killing anything, so this should be a little bit more feasible for us. And then it's after this that we get a quest for the Lashtail Raptors, the ones that we found a little bit further to the south, but still in the northern part of Stranglethorn. If we really want to get ambitious, we come over here to the coast, and we can do the singing blue crystals or whatever they are from the basilisk that are over here. I think that we're gonna do that. I think that's what we're gonna do. I'd kind of intended to save him, but maybe he was too far gone. I need to remember to buy some more food when we're back in town, and it looks like our bags are getting kind of full as well. Alright, I'd love to get 2 more before we descend down to the coast to fight the basilisk. Let's come back this way really quick. And then, you know, we invite more people, but then when we leave group, at least these guys are still in the group and they can help each other, and you can kind of cycle through that way. Like, if people keep inviting new people and they invite new people, when other people drop, you can kind of keep a group going, even though eventually it will have totally different members than it started with. I don't think there were any this far to the north. Yeah, I don't see any. I guess we're waiting on a couple respawns. It seems weird that they would only spawn the 8 or so, but sure they'll be back up any minute. Well, he found some, but it came with younglings. So, there's that. I don't know if the young ones would count towards the quest. My instinct is probably not, because they are named something different. And I really want to come down here and get on these basilisks. Let's go down and get on the basilisk, and then we'll have to come back up this way to turn in the quest anyway. I just... look, it's already farmed out. I kind of wanted to get down here before everything was dead, but everything is basically dead. I think these guys will have a high spawn rate. I remember their spawn rate being kind of absurd in the past, whereas like you'll kill one and one will spawn inside of it. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll kind of be like that again. Now we need items from these guys. It's not a kill quest, so I'm probably not going to group with anybody. Because we can kill them pretty easily on our own. We don't take too much damage if we get at least one crit. And yeah, if the drop rate doesn't decide to really be punishing, then this might not take too long. And then hopefully on the way back north we can find the last 2 raptors we need. Sure, it won't be a problem. We're gonna get dazed here. Oh, that's a while. Ugh, that could draw things out a little bit. Yeah, the problem with these guys too is I don't think you can find more of these anywhere else. I think that they're all right here in this area, and that's it. I'm surprised that Druid did not get in there. He definitely could have got a hit off before we did, as fumbly as we were there, and not in the range to actually charge. Could have easily got that from us. No problems. At least we got deep wounds up. I mean, it's doing some damage while we're stunned. It's still pretty detrimental when they get that off on you. But of course, the drop rate is going to be pretty awful as well, isn't it? Dang, that time we didn't even have a rend up. Maybe we should go ahead and heal ourselves. Though we can go from pull to pull for a little while now and do okay. A part of that is... I mean, a part of it is our awesome axe. Level 32. Obviously, as we gain levels and this weapon doesn't, it's going to change over time, but... Our gear is okay. We need a neck piece really badly. I'm a complete scrub. I have an empty slot. I looked on the auction house and everything was like 1 to 3 golds for like just decent things. I don't really want to drop any more money on the auction house. I ended up buying this chess piece before I did library because the chess piece we had was from like level 17 and I felt really bad about it. This had 12 strength, 7 stamina, 3 spirit. It was nearly 2 gold, which hurt me to my soul, but I feel like it was worth it. We'll be able to wear it for a while. It's level 34, so... And we didn't replace it right away in the dungeon like I feared I would, so that kind of made me happy, as weird as that sounds, to be happy to not get loot. This was a case where I was happy to not replace this, because it cost me 2 golds. Some kind of shield, buckler of the something or another. Buckler of the bear, are you kidding? I said something yesterday in the Scarlet Monastery run, but I've had more luck with drops in this season than in any other time playing WoW in my life, potentially. Not only do I get a lot of things that drop that are bind on equip, it's so often been something that I can actually use. Like, the axe, the one-handed axe is the prime example. We walk into library, we do a couple of pulls, and just out of nowhere this one-handed axe drops. And, like, this has happened with many, many things. I'm still wearing the sentry cloak that dropped off of one of the fen dwellers in the wetlands. Yeah, I've gotten really lucky. And I just wonder if they've tuned drop rates at all. I don't remember reading anything about increased drop rates, but I feel like something must be going on. I don't know if they could also do tailored drops to where they could tell it like how they do in retail to give you something that is for your class. But it really seems like it. Look, we just got a shield upgrade. Like, out of nowhere for no reason. It's awesome. I love it. But part of me wonders what the hell is going on. Here's one of the instant respawn nodes. Like, stuff's respawning faster than we can kill it. It's good, right? Let's bandage. We're getting so few of these that apparently we are no longer even tracking. Oh, we have one. Okay, guys. I am going to end the episode here. On my own, I am going to farm out the rest of these basilisks over time here. Grab the rest of the raptors we need and get this turned in, then take us back down to Booty Bay and turn in our quest down there. After that, we're going to be working on blood scalp ears, and we'll see what else is going on. We might do some zone hopping. We can go do the witherbark stuff in Arathi. That's an interesting little area to go around in. I don't really care about the Yeti fur. But yeah, that's the plan, guys. Well, I'm going to end this one here. Thank you all so much for being here with me today, for spending your time with me in Azeroth. I really do appreciate all the continued support on the series. It does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Stranglethorn sometime soon. Bye now.